Hey there, welcome back to the table. So, I am glad I'm doing my part to help you all to understand that it isn't just you who makes mistakes all the time, even when you think you got all the rules. um, okay, so the first item was this one here. I disrupted it at one point. I'd never had the naval artillery, and so I said, "Hey, this is a disruption 100% all the time, every time." That's not true because the disrupted required me to have a yes. With the naval artillery being missing, I actually had a no. So in my case, I would have been disrupted myself. So I know I was kicking myself for not disrupting this a few times. I'm glad I didn't because it was only that one time that I did this incorrectly. And of course, this guy has hit me several times since. Um, but this one wasn't as guaranteed as I originally thought it was. So I just wanted to clarify that. Another one is an interesting debate. I had an infantry here, and so the question is, the rule get off the beach. This is getting one step closer to getting off the beach, but so is that. And so somebody made the argument that you have to go here because that gets you to the safest spot, the quickest. And it's an interesting question because I don't know the answer. And I see even in the comments that some of you are debating with each other over that. Um, that's an interesting one. And I always thought that you, as long as you were moving closer, uh, either of those were valid. And as you saw, I wanted to get up to here, so that's why I went this way. The last one had to do with the fact that if I have a disruption marker on a double nest here, and I draw a attack card that has the double nest picture on it, um, what does that mean? What does that do to me? Does that mean this fires or not? And I've been playing that yes, it does fire, and I think some of the comments was showing that debate. Um, it would fire, but it would only do one damage. Like it would, these two would not be able to hit. Um, because even though it's disrupted, it's still a double nest, and these are both considered one nest. It's a twin nest, if you will. So as long as one of these is double, the whole thing fires. So, because in here, look at it from an alternative point of view. Let's say there was no disruption. If we drew a double card like that, right? You wouldn't say only these two hit and this one does not, right? You would say all three of them get to do a hit. So even though this is the only double nest of the twin, this guy still gets to put a hit in. And if the disruption markers were not a factor, I don't think anybody questions that part of the rule, right? All three of these would get to do a hit. So the same thing applies when it's disrupted. So if this one's disrupted, it's still all three of these still get to do a hit when you do a double. It just so happens that since this one's disrupted, only one of them hits. Okay, I think that helps clear that up. And then this one here, I got it in the wrong order, but I actually sort of like that because that's reminding me I need 3 actions. The last thing is just a comment. This East Beach is the hardest part of the game in my mind because you have so many units that are landing and there's no free actions other than getting off the beach. You really do rely on getting those heroes. And I actually have some great situations to start taking these down, but I can't. And that part's been very frustrating for me. Um, but the key thing to understand though is that you still have to get them off the beach, and you're gonna have these units taking damage like they currently are. Um, because if you leave them back, first of all, you got the tide issue, and then secondly, as you saw, the concentrated units keep happening. And Butterfield has like a brilliant little design here where, you know, he puts a unit here and then he puts another one here, and oh, it just so happens that the drift is 2 to the east. So he does these things where it's quite common for this particular symbol to land with no effect, and this particular symbol gets a drift too, and then lands on top of it. He does tricks like that in his design, and it's intentional. And so it creates all these weird problems. And then, like, we had this other issue where the anti-aircraft landed here, which you would think, okay, no problem. But then we started landing there, and that anti-aircraft caused us to go into concentration. So all these units got mowed down because of that. So a lot of issues like that that influence the game. Now, this side we have 4 losses, which we're halfway there. I would say we're doing way better than our last playthrough. I do find it interesting, because I'm going through the comments. I'm trying to like help everybody to understand what's going on, or correct any mistakes. Just let me if there's anything else that you think I missed or whatever, and I can try to do it. Some of them are just boneheaded things where I'm reading the chart and then I, flubber and look at the wrong thing. I mean, those are things where I clearly demonstrated I know the rules. So it just, there's a lot to keep track of. That's all I can say. Mistakes were made. So we're gonna move on to turn 8. So I'm gonna move these units up, and we're gonna grab all of these and pop them down over here. And part of my strategy is now that we can voluntarily delay, I don't want more stuff landing on the beach because we got all these shenanigans of, the fire zones are still full bore. Like we still haven't even taken out this orange. I hope we're going to once this lands. But like, I'm not a big fan of landing more and more stuff because all that's going to do is create concentration and then more opportunity for units to get killed. So it's almost like let these units that are here do their best and then land later. That's been my mindset here. And then I think, okay, I saw a triple stack there, but we're okay. And that's a double, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go. So there's no card to draw here. This card's gonna just be for this. This guy just automatically lands right there. And then for this side, we have a diamond, which is an A for artillery. Looks like armored artillery. So it's delayed 3 turns. That sort of stinks. I wanted that one to land. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so then the new units approach. So we got an FG. Since we have an HQ, I am going to try to land the artillery. I do think because of the kill zones, this one's a better place to land than this one. And also it's clear of the mine. ER. See, these are more units. We got disruption markers. Yeah, because we tried to attack. These units are weak. We do need help. Ah, boy. The trick is I got to get across. This is another ER artillery. I'm going to delay this one. It's a duck W12. So I'm going to delay this till turn 11. Another one we're going to delay till turn 11. And over here we have EG. Sure, we'll try to land that one. And then here's a DW one. We'll try it. Because we do need an artillery to help out over here. Okay. And let's do the event. Germans report crisis. Oh, come on. A, C, and G. So now that the technical reinforcements are gone, I believe I grabbed from division reinforcements. So let's start with A first. A2, and then C2, and then G. CG4, G2's covered, G3. These events have, other than the naval artillery, they've been real stinkers. Alright, so German fire, really most of it's just don't match the symbol. So we have purple going to attack diamonds, and come on. There's the hit. There's another hit right there. We got another catastrophic loss. E216. Yeah, we're just getting shredded. Then you have the red hitting diamonds. And there it goes, 2 more catastrophic losses. A1, H2. Two, three, four, five, six. We have almost lost the game. Just from that one thing alone. And then we have gold, which is not disrupted. I guess the only good news with gold is we've already hit as many of the diamonds as we could, so there's no more to hit. So there you go. The Germans are hitting so many things that there's nothing more to be hit. That's always a great position to be in. So here we go. I mean, look at this. No fire from 2. Why can't we have that? And then we have gold, red, and purple. Purple, gold. Nope, no more clearing. This one we have gold, red, and blue. Yep, there's nothing. It's going to get cleared. So we start with gold. Hitting triangle. Catastrophic loss. We're losing badly. And then this one is disrupted. Red. Triangle. There's a hit. And very unfortunate. That's a hit. And then we go to blue. Can hit armor and triangle. We do have one triangle there, which is disrupted. The engineer phase is a nothing burger. I'm feeling so defeated. This is such a depressing game to play. So I could attack with both of these guys. I don't have the naval artillery, but I can have 6 strength. This will be doubled to 2, and that's 4. So 6 strength against 4 is not enough. So if we're at a no, we need to be at least double. And we can choose optional attrition to get rid of that depth marker. So we can attack with this guy who's a 4 for one of our actions. So now we're at 4, 7, 10 against 2, 4. So that's a double. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And so I'm going to be able to destroy this marker. The problem is in order to do that, I have to take attrition on one of my units. This one will cause me to get catastrophic loss. So then what I'm stuck doing is I have to choose one of these to get destroyed. So I lost one of my rangers. This disruption marker goes away. And then an awesome viewer pointed something out to me. Apparently, right here, see how it says 15 degrees? I can hit the E button. Look at that. Look at that. So I can show they took their turn. And whoever you are out there, I already forgot your name. You win the internet today. Because I did not know I could do that. And I'm so happy. And I know I can change it to 30 degrees. So let's get it back to 15. So I just hit the Q or E, right? And if I change it to 30 degrees, then I can make it even more pronounced, right? And I think I can do both of them. So if I select both of them, yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's fantastic. And I think I will stick with the 30 degrees. Then this guy can move. Now this is intense fire. So I don't know if I want to, do that. I have a two unit limit here. So I can't move this way. So that's where I'm a little bit stuck. So I could, see, this is a double. See how that's a double wall? What is that? Double wall. It is called a wall. Where would the wall be? So if that's the anti-tank wall, we can go through that. Because it's an anti-tank ditch. Yeah, I would say that's... So we could theoretically try to sneak through this way and then maybe climb up. I don't know. That's intense fire, though. Not sure how excited I am to be there. The other thing I could do is go this way. I think that just sitting on the beach is not going to get me anywhere, but considering how weak these guys are, I may want to move over anyways just because I need to help them. So I'm going to just sit tight with him. And then this one here, we're going to go ahead and do a climb. Now the interesting thing about this climb is I'm assuming that causes an infiltration check. Oh no, it doesn't, because there's no line of fire on this one. So that one's going to do a climb. Now this one's doing the infiltration check. So we're going to check for red circle. You better not have a red circle. It had the red, but not the circle, so we're good. And then, now those guys got to move for free because we have our general here. And this guy is losing command. But I'm going to move my general up because I want to command this one. And then I want to move this up because I need him to help attack these. And before I move the general, because remember, the order matters, I'm going to move this one as well. And then the general would move last. So then the question becomes, did I really want to do the infiltration? I may have wanted to infiltrate this way. So that way he's still under the influence of the general and he can also participate in the attacks. I think I'll do that because I'm allowed to have 2 infantry here. So I will do that, and then I'm going to kick myself later when this one reveals that he requires a flank, because I had the perfect flank set up. So technically this card wasn't needed, but we already revealed it, so I'm not going to concern myself over it. And then look at that. So beautiful. Now, I believe we did spend one of the two actions. Because we attacked. We attacked with rangers, and then my regular infantry had to join. Okay, so now we go here. So we have an HQ. So this one can attack. We need a flank and an artillery. The issue is we do have the artillery. We don't have the flank. So, oh no, we do have the flank because he survived. Holy crap, did he really survive? No, we had a gold. What did I do with the gold? This guy got wasted. So now we're stuck with trying to flank again. I think what I'm going to do is I can do the optional attrition to get rid of the flanking requirement. So here's what we're going to do. The HQ is going to let all of these attack. So the tank plus this is a 10 strength against him. And then I'm going to add one more action here, which is going to be 12 strength, right? So we have the bazooka requirement met with both of these guys. We have the artillery met with him. We don't have the flanking. This is a 2 and 2 is 4. We're more than double. So we're in this situation where we have a no, but we're double. So the Germans get disrupted and optional attrition. And I forgot to do the disruption marker on that one. So we're going to put a disruption marker on this one. And the optional attrition is I'm going to destroy this unit. It's already counting against our losses, and then we get rid of that depth marker. So this guy is as good as toast. And then the HQ is going to move one more space over. So now if I bring in more units, this HQ can help everybody. And then if anything, I could maybe start moving west here, or east, to get these guys going, because right now they're all stuck. This one can get rid of a disruption marker. And we're going to do that, and then that. See? Totally won the internet. Look at that. All those. That's so awesome. Alright, my only regret is I wanted to move these, but I can't. I've used both my actions. Okay, so now we go here. These guys are just waiting to die. There's nothing I can do to help them. Like, this would be an infiltration move, yes, but I mean, I don't think I'm strong enough to take on that at all. So we have a disruption marker here, so he's done. And I believe we had one. That's right, this one is done. I have one here that I can spend an action to. So we have to get a DE and a BZ. So this one has both of those. So this guy alone can take this down. So tentatively, I'm going to use one of my actions to move here, because that's going to be what we need to take this down. And this is no worse than this. Also, we're no longer behind the shingles, so this guy doesn't get to double his strength anymore. So we'll be able to finally take that down. This again still requires 3 actions. And I don't think anybody has a radio anymore. It's just so horrible. There is a radio with this guy. So, I think I need to bring him up just to supply the radio. These do have free actions, so we could theoretically attack this thing. These two get to attack for free. I can use an action with this if needed to provide the artillery. Um, this also has a free action that I can move up. So let's think this through. This would be doubled to a 2. We have the artillery, but I do not have the radio. So if I were to do that attack, it'd be a no. My attack strength would be at least double, though, so I can disrupt him and use optional attrition. So 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do optional attrition to destroy this unit. I'm being narcissistic about this. I'm going to destroy that unit to make room for him to move up, because he'll have the radio. And actually, I don't even need the radio, because I'm destroying this with the optional attrition. So now he's down to just 1 unit, and we'll disrupt him. And then the HQ is going to move up. So now we have all free actions, and nobody's climbing, but we'll have to deal with him some other day. Right now, our priority is to get gold clear. And then if we can get the green to go down, that would be helpful as well. Alright, I think I'm more or less happy with that. I think I do have another action here, because this was free. Was it? No, this was not free. That was my other action. There we go. So that's what it looks like. And then the cool thing is I just pick them up and drop them. And then they straighten right back out. How cool is that? Alright, so we disrupted a few. If it weren't for the fact that I just went up to 6 here, I was going to tell you I actually think we're doing better than last time. I still like what we're trying to do. Like, strategically, I think we're doing the right things. It's the action economy that gets you. And Butterfield tends to do that. Like, that enemy action Kharkov, I ended up not liking that game at all. Because I felt like I was just watching the game win. I even have some people getting pretty violent in their comments towards me that they think I played the game stupidly. And, but yet none of them offered how it would be played any differently. And, I just, in the whole reason I bring that game up is, I don't know, Butterfield likes to have, like the enemy has like 12 actions and you only get 3. And it's definitely a mechanic that keeps the tension high, right? Because if they get so many actions and you don't, you have to make all your actions count. But I'm not a big fan of it. And if there was any gripe I have with this game, it is that. It's like the fact that my guys, okay, they get to the edge of the beach and now I'm action poor until an HQ or a general arrives, and I'm solely relying on pure luck to get a hero so I can get my action points back. That's where the game falters for me. I think that the puzzle of how am I going to destroy these nests and stuff, that's fabulous and fun. I would submit to you that if you gave me all the actions, like unlimited actions, I could still possibly lose this game. And I'm sure there's some veterans that are like, whoa, I could win most of the time. I guess so. I don't know. For me, it's not that much fun to have less actions. And that is the primary mechanism that causes you to lose the game. So I would submit that, hey, can we tweak the design to give the player more actions, but just make the puzzle harder? And that to me would be a much more fun game. But with that said, the puzzle of this and the thematicness of this is awesome. There's a lot of stuff I love about this game. I am feeling the frustration. That's for sure. And this is part of the reason why this game goes back on my shelf and I wait a long time before I play it again. But anyways, I am happy with this action round. I think this was a good one, and even though the events still won't help us, and now we move up to turn 9. So I'm going to bring these down. First beach landing. We have a circle artillery, which is B. Drift 2 boxes east. Then land. It's clear. This is a brutal one because the HQ is way up here, so I'm going to have to spend actions just to get it back into HQ range. Next one. Triangle A. That should be no effect. So this one lands in a kill zone. So we just gotta pray he makes it through. Next one. We have a circle A for Duck W. Duck W artillery is eliminated. And then here, another Duck W triangle is an A, also eliminated. A lot of good those units did for me. Alright, so we got an FG. Alright, so that's an anti-aircraft that's armored. Those give MGBR. Alright, so we have that one. I know we can delay these. I'm aware of it. I just don't know if I want to anymore. This one I do, because he's not going to land near the HQ. This one is, so that's why I'm landing him. And if anything, he'll just absorb the hits. This one I'm going to delay until we get the general. The general car insurance. Same with this one. We gotta delay until we get the general. I'll put them both on the same as the general. Then we got this guy over here, DW. Yeah. And then EG. And then DR. Another DW. And I forgot to, yeah, there's no mine explosion. Alright, now let's do the event phase. I guess, this one would have been just as bad. So, of the 3 cards we've drawn so far, I guess they were all bad. So, there's probably a distribution of bad versus good. Okay, we gotta put 1 in each one. I need to look at the flip book here. So, the priority is German unit closest to in hexes to US unit. There's going to be several there. Like that one has a depth marker. This one does not. We just removed it. So we can add another depth marker to that one. So a single hex is the priority. Lowest ID. So the ID I'm assuming is like these numbers. So 6080. Or is it like the C3 here? Nope, that's the ID. So A8, C3. If there's no ID, it's a 0, which means, yeah, it's the lowest. Place and position with lowest letter. And neither, yeah, this has to do with reinforcement. So neither of those affect me. So this one is a single hex, right? This is a twin, so they wouldn't get one. This is a twin, so he wouldn't get one. Same with this. We haven't attacked this one yet. So yeah, the depth marker is going to go here to this one. So just when we thought we were going to defeat it, reinforcements sneak in. And we don't know what they are, so we're back to the drawing board. The good news, we get the HQ so we can attack it and do what we need to do for free. But that's the event there. Oh, we got to do one on this side too. Oh, crap. So that means one of these is going to get one. And it looks like it's going to be this guy. Well, they're both tied. That's a 68. That's a 72, so lowest ID. I don't know why I grabbed more than one. But the key thing here is it does stay disrupted even though it got a depth marker. It stinks every other way, but that's how it goes. Now we're going to do German fire. Again, it's don't match symbols. We don't want green just because this guy's charging across the beach. We got our wish at least there. That's good. Alright, first one is gold. They're disrupted, so no attack. But disruption marker goes away. Purple is going to attack diamond. And holy crap, right there. We are now at 7. We're going to lose. I-316. And then blue, diamond. Both of these are just, well, blue only hits one of them. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, so blue's done. Gold, purple, and blue. There's no mining. Now we go to this side. Red. That one does nothing. This one is going to hit armor and diamonds. So what do we got here? Circle, circle, triangle, triangle. There is a diamond here. So it looks like we're going to get disrupted. But that's it for red. We got lucky on that one. The blue is over here. Diamond means this gets killed. So we're just losing our rangers like mad. Yeah, we're not doing well. And then brown. Just this one. It's going after diamonds. Another catastrophic loss. I'm realizing I have this 111 FA. Whenever it got destroyed, there was another one here. that could have come out. Those two went together. My apologies. I don't have the ability to retcon that. Then over on this side, the 7FA and a 62. Yeah, neither of those were destroyed. Alright, so we're up to 6, and then 7 over here. It's just, I mean, it's bound to happen. And by the way, there's a hero, so we always get the wrong card. Blue, red. I have a brown but not orange, so I get to clear. Nope, that has a red on it. So the key thing I was trying to say is, like, yeah, we're safely, hiding behind the shingle. Safely is a general term. Eventually the symbol's going to match. Like, we even destroyed what we could. Symbols are still going to match. Oh, by the way, that's a single. Yeah. The blue is a double. Yeah, all the doubles were showing up right where it didn't help us. Okay, so we do that. The engineer phase is nothing again. And then we get to do our actions. So this guy is disrupted. It's a BG. I can attack with the ranger. I don't need to attack with my infantry. That's a free action. 3 is double. Well, no. See, that I need to have double, don't I? So if I have a yes, and he's alone, I just need to be greater, but not double. That's good enough to defeat him. So yeah, this is good enough to defeat him. So this is wiped out. Alright, so we go ahead and tap him. This one can move. And I think I would like to move up so we can start climbing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as one of my actions, right? I may have to come back. No. I'm just going to stay. I'm going to remove the disruption marker. And then these are all free. So we get the climb marker off. So I need one more turn, right? Because I want to be able to attack either of these. Since this one is in a danger zone, part of me wants to climb, right? But next turn, when this one attacks, I want this guy to be able to support the attack. So then what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and climb with that one. And I think what I'm going to do is do it this way. Because this guy is not climbing. And for necessity purposes, I'm going to leave him here, even though he could take damage from either. And then this one, it's the same boat, right? You know, he's currently getting a free action, but we can't attack up a bluff like this without one of these attacking first. That's the issue. So we're sort of like waiting. None of them get to go, even though they have free actions. Here we have free actions. So both of these are going to attack this unit with its new depth marker. We clearly have the bazooka. We're double by a long mile. So we're going to... We have the yes condition. We have to reveal the depth marker. So let's do that. It's a technical reinforcement, which we did 100 times. That means this is destroyed, by the way. So that part's good. The technical reinforcement is basically one of these again. So the German technical reinforcements are all gone. So I think it means the division reinforcements come. I'm pretty sure. Let me pause and look that up real quick. Or is it in the... Here, let's look here. Draw from the tactical. If it's empty, draw from the divisional pool instead. DR units, enter play with depth marker. Okay, so I needed to put a depth marker on that last divisional unit. Crap. I don't know if I remember which one was the divisional unit. If I flip them over, I can see, but I... Crap. It was that event that we had. Okay, I gotta not remember this. Okay, that's a divisional. See the D? I didn't look at the numbers. So divisional, it's on a building, so it gets a building depth. See these buildings here? So he gets a building depth because he's divisional. So we got to do it again. We got to do a divisional, and empty reinforcement position in enlisted zone. This is a tactical reinforcement, though. I'm going to look at the rules real quick. I don't think this is helping me. Okay, so the rules that I just read were so simple and easy to understand, and it's not here. This is an epic failure here. Okay, so what it's saying is, it was this one, right, that we just attacked? The reinforcement is going to go in the closest reinforcement position, even if there's no ID number. And so just by looking, the closest one is here, this red VP. Which is a problem, because if we're going to climb this bluff to kill him, guess who's now shooting at us? But that is the situation, and you'll notice there's no building. So it's a division reinforcement with a mobile marker. So those two are going to go there. And that stinks, but it is what it is. So the reason I didn't move this guy is because I want to move these guys. We have serious fire here. So for him to move, he has to move here, and then he's going to be in both of their zones. But we could at least start the task of eliminating that. And then this one I can move up for the other action, and that one I just got to leave behind for now. Now I can, with the HQ, move over, but since I attacked with the tank, I got to leave the HQ right where I am. And at some point, I need to move this infantry up. We got the bluff problem, and we also have, as long as this tank is in my command, I can support if I need artillery up here. This one does not have a depth marker, so if I can just get up there and attack this dang thing, or even, you know, suppress, we can do a lot to help our cause here. Alright, so I think this side is done. All of these have taken action. And yes, both actions have been used. And then over here, we got our lone guy that's just getting pummeled. Free actions finally here. Everybody, we're going to start with all these guys. We have to destroy this thing. So I'm just moving things out of the way because I need to see all the letters. We have BGMO. Every one of these guys gets a free action, so We have more than double the 4, so we're going to reveal this, and it's a DE, and we have DE with him. So this is a 4 plus 1 is 5. We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have more than double. This is destroyed in a heartbeat. And this will once again be disrupted. So that part was hugely successful. We have this guy. I am going to spend 1 action to move it over, because we need to get it into our position. I forgot this guy actually can get off the beach. So our challenge here is we already have 2 units here. So we just got to get him off the beach this way. And then I also realized that I'm moving him back. I need both actions here. We're going to try to attack with him. He's got the BZ, right? And then who else is going to join? The tank can join, and I think I'm going to do that. I could also have, well, I could have him join from here, but I don't want to do that. I want to get him off the beach. I could also have, like, this guy join, with the possibility that, like, even if I already know that's a DE. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got everything I need here. So this is a 4. These are going to be a 4. So I need 4 more strength. So this one's going to join in the battle. That's my action. So action 1. Well, actually, that's 2 actions. I got to spend 2 actions to do that. Action 1 for him, action 2 for him. So that's 8 strength against 4 strength, so I have double. This gets destroyed and disrupted. I got him off the beach, and I think we're good. So yeah, that was both of my actions. I do want to move this, but I don't have enough actions. Alright, that gets us to the end. We're moving to turn 10. I believe after turn 10, we're allowed to land anywhere on the beach we want. We don't have to follow the landing designators. I'm just reading my notes here. Yeah, so the bluff, we cannot. Alright, this is a nice little thing that tells you which ones are double versus whatever. Okay, let's begin. Beach. We have an anti-air. Circle is, let's see, that's a mine explosion. Circle is C. It's going to lose 1 step. Oh, watch this. He's losing 1 step and then he lands, and that's not clear, so he gets destroyed. Oh, I really... This game cracks me up. Alright, let's move to the next one. Alright, we have a circle B for artillery. Drift 2 boxes east. And land there. That's not helping me any. Oh, look at that. There's another hero one that we're not going to get. This one's a triangle, which is an A. I think that's delayed 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Circle was a C, 1, 2, and land. And then the diamond, or circle was a B. Diamond's a C, which means it's going to take a hit, which means that one gets destroyed too. New units approach. We have one that was intended for here. Another one. Oh, that's right. This guy is landing. So these guys need help. So we're going to have the general try to land that way. So that means, yes, I want these guys to land next to the general. Then hopefully the general can pick these up. We can take this down and then start dealing with these. And then this little guy, he deserves a purple star just for, and he's going to have a lifetime of therapy. Just sitting there, taking all the shots. If he survives it, of course. Oh, excuse me, we have nobody on this side. Alright, so now we're going to deal with the event, which better be a good one. Yes! There it is! Place a hero on any unit in the 29th Division and then add a depth marker. Unfortunately, the hero is on this side, but I think we're going to do it because the hero is going to be very needed because these guys don't have free commands yet. So we could put the hero on that, or we could put a hero on this one because he's also alone. Since he's working with the Rangers, I'm actually going to put the hero on this guy. It'd be nice to put it on a full strength one, but those are a little hard to come by. I mean, I could theoretically put the hero here, but he has the general, which it's a little overkill because the free actions are more important than this is more important than putting it on a full strength unit. I totally understand why the full strength unit makes sense. We could also put it on a tank, but I actually really like this choice. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But that means we have to put a depth marker on one, and it has to be the closest one, so it's probably going to be this purple. That part hurts, because that purple was an easy kill. But there it is. The price you pay for heroes. I guess I can't complain now, right? I got my one hero in 2 games and 20 draws of events. Alright, let's fire. Let's get our guys killed. Remember, one more death and we lose. So we have ourselves a double blue. This is not double, so it doesn't attack. We have ourselves a green armor. And it's a triangle. And so this tank is destroyed. Hold on a second. It's a green. It is going to hit one unit, but there's green everywhere. And we have a green triangle here, for example, and they always hit the most steps. So that's the one taking the hit. And since there's only one of it, this is disrupted. That's all that happens. The tank survives. Then we have a double blue. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a double brown, which is excellent because that's not double and we don't have any other browns. So the gift that keeps on giving. And so we have blue, green, and brown. So blue and then green goes to here. And everything else is already clear. So that didn't do us a lick of good. For the clearing, and there was no artillery. So we do survive for another day. Although our big heavy infantry took a hit. Then on this side, we have a double gold. This is a single, so the gold doesn't fire. We have a purple star. Oh, look at that. We have a hero. I was going to say, if he's on a triangle, I'm going to freak. He's not. So purple is firing. They're firing on triangle. And there it is. This one, we lost another ranger unit. That hurts. I think that's all purple hits, though. Well, there is a triangle here. So it does hit 2 units, so this one gets disrupted. Then we have the green, which is this one. Also hitting triangles. This one takes a hit, so now we have 7 catastrophic. We're ready to lose the game on both sides. And then we have okay, so this is an interesting thing. Gold did not fire. So does that mean I get to clear mines? I don't remember the answer to this question. This is one of those ones where I think I was angry about this one too, because I would argue that gold did not fire, but gold is on the card, and I think the... What does the player aid say? That are not under fire. In mid-tide, you clear 1 obstacle. That's what we're doing now. That is not under fire. Yeah, I think we might be okay. Because since that's a double and we didn't draw a double, that means we get to clear it. It's a okay, let me pause real quick. I'm just going to looking in the rules. So the rules were extremely ambiguous. It said that in one paragraph that if they did not fire, you could clear. But then in the printed example, it said that if the color was there, you can't clear. And it didn't specify, you know, that it just said the color was there. It didn't specify 1 block or 2. So this says that is not under fire, which would imply to me that since gold did not fire, that's all clearable. And that's what I'm going to go with. And so I'm going to, since red didn't fire as well, I'm going to go take this precious spot right there. That's really hard to get. I mean, these are really hard to get too, but I'm going to go ahead and take that one. So, I mean, maybe you disagree, or maybe there's some raging debate. These are the kind of situations that I think basic playtesting would have revealed. Like, somebody would have asked this question. They had to have. I mean, that's not to say that this rulebook isn't good. It is. It's good. It's not, maybe not organized in a reference kind of manner, but this is one of those situations that could have been clarified a little better. But anyways, it is what it is, and we did get to remove a mine, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this part is done, and now we go to our action phase. So we somehow survived to another day here. Ideally, I want to get here. This will take me 3 turns. This will take me 2 turns. So I'm going to go ahead and move up with my hero to there. And then my ranger can move over finally for free. So we're just hoping we don't take hits, but that's what we're going to try to do. We got to get up here to take these 2 down. These 2 units might be able to do it. This guy, if he can get this, if we can get this artillery into command, it has a range of unlimited. So as long as this artillery is next to that general, or this HQ over here, we can provide artillery support anywhere on the map. That's the reason why these are actually quite important to keep alive, even though I've been destroying a lot of them. Alright, we're going to remove the disruption marker. That's an anti-tank, of course. Now, anti-tanks provide... Well, it's not, I'm sorry, anti-aircraft I meant to say. They provide MG and BR. So, and they do provide it 3 spaces away. but this guy is already used his turn. But here's the important one. We're going to remove the climb marker. And then this guy is done. But this one here, we can attack this way or this way. It's dealer's choice. Green is way more potential of killing us than, well, actually red. Oh my gosh, we actually got lucky here. But we're going to go after green first. Let's get green eliminated. So this unit here is, with a free action, going to attack. And then we're going to support with this unit here. You know what? We should probably attack this one, because I have this unit here that can join. Otherwise, he may get destroyed. Yeah. We're going to attack the red unit first. So we're going to flip that over, and it's an MOBZ. So we have a full strength unit here who can provide all of those to that. So no problem there. And let's just make sure we're doing it right, because this is not something I do very often. When we're doing our attack, so the infantry has to be adjacent. We may attack across a bluff, which is what we're doing, only if another infantry attacks from a position adjacent through an allowed hex site, which is exactly what's happening. So it's basically telling us that the rules don't change just because that's happening. So this is providing all the materials needed to annihilate him. And we have 6, 8, 10 strength to 1. And this does not get doubled because we're attacking from here. So we get to reveal this, and there's an artillery that was needed. And dang it, we don't have the artillery. So what I could do is, we're still double strength. We could optionally accept optional attrition. So for example, I can kill this and then wipe that out and then cause him to be disrupted. Or otherwise, no matter what, he's going to be disrupted. So artillery is doable as soon as I can get this guy into HQ range. So I think I'm not going to be in a haste to kill my units. So we're just going to accept the disruption marker on red. I'm going to use one action to get this guy off the beach, out of the kill zone. And then I understand I got to do this later, but I forgot to do this. These guys. Alright, so we're going to move this infantry to here. That's a kill zone. Well, before we move the infantry, we're going to try to barrage, because this is a kill zone. I need to get the infantry into that kill zone. So we're going to barrage this with the tank. So we need a gold. And of course we don't get a gold. But we do get the diamond that matches the tank. So let's check, because this is only a single unit. So we have a 3 to 5 strength. We match the symbol only. It is disrupted as long as there's no depth marker. So that's awesome. We got what we wanted. So he's disrupted, and then we're going to move in while he's disrupted. And then the HQ, after both of these guys have gone, is going to move here, which is now going to give him in command. So we're going to have an artillery in command that can hit anywhere on the board and assist these guys at destroying there. So assuming we don't get our guys killed, we're actually making a dent here. And then this was the situation where I wanted to put a hero over here and I didn't. I understand that that's a challenge, but I'm going to use my other action to climb. Like that. And then I'm out of actions, because I had to use the action to get this guy off the beach, which was absolutely the right thing to do. I would love to get this one up there, but we can do that during the same turn that we remove the climb marker. I think it's coming together, folks. It really is. But man, I'm so close to death. One hit is all it takes, and I'm done. All right, so we are precariously close to losing, but I am happy with how we're chipping away. So hard to say one way or another, if we're going to win this. This is Obviously, this one's in jeopardy, and I didn't spend an action to save him, and it's the same problem as everything else. I have to pick my stuff, and these things just aren't important at the time. Alright, so we get this guy stuck. At some point, if I have a free action, I want to, use it. This here is a murder, death, kill. With that BGMO, I can kill it with just this unit alone. I don't even need these other ones to participate, so bye-bye 88. Thanks for all the fish. Alright, so now we got a tank that's available that we can barrage. This is a single spot, so I am actually going to do that. I'm going to barrage green, because that'll save us from losing the game. And there it is. We got ourselves a green. So that one's disrupted. So orange is clear. Green is now going to be clear because how did this guy not land? Are we on turn 10 now? Yeah, we are. I'm sorry. So yes, we're going to spend one action to attack with him. He's got double, more than enough to destroy this, and that's not a problem. So bam, we got another one done. So green's done. Now this one could also barrage, but he would cost an action. All these would cost actions to move, but we're fine. We're going to just sit tight, wait for our general to get there so we can get the free actions. We used him. Used him as one of our actions. This guy, that'd be suicide, so he's just going to sit tight. This is a free action, and these here are slopes, so we can move up slopes just fine. And technically speaking, we don't even need to climb anymore. We could literally go here and then here and get them. So both of these would be a free move. Now the dilemma I have is I can move my HQ over, but then this tank didn't get the free action. Right, his free action is he needs to move with us, right? Now I could just as easily spend an action for this to do the same thing. That lets me move the tank, but then I can't move this. This is no worse than here, so I'm okay. And let's just make, yeah, it's a slope. We can move up slopes, right? Yes, yes, yes. And in fact, we could actually attack from the slope. Look at that. We don't even have to move up again. We can attack from right here to nail this guy. So, with that knowledge in mind, I do want to make that the action on that tank, and then we're moving these guys over. So now I got free actions to take this thing down. I need this, yes, but not yet. The high tide is coming here, so I do have to get this guy moving to get him out of the mid tide, but not yet. Alright, I am very happy with that. We got a lot of the beach cleared here. Once we take this down, that'll open up opportunity for the draw. We do have these guys to worry about. We'll cross those bridges when we get there. And then, of course, these three are powerhouse. And our little therapy bill is still staying alive. So, that's good. Alright, I think that wraps up a turn. Whoops. Alright, and we are moving to turn 11. Which, I'm going to do this. So we're going to start turn 11. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.